Ulta had their 10 times points offer this week, so I bought my entire wish list. So let's do this Ulta haul. I have been waiting for the Platinum Appreciation Day. They always do it in August, and this time it hit around, well, this week. It was on Monday and Tuesday, and I always recommend waiting for the sale. I've been holding out on some bigger Ulta purchases for a minute because I know that this is one of their best deals. I know a lot of people prefer the percentage offs, but let me tell you, like, I got so many points from this order that I have like so much free money to use after this. So I personally love this sale, and I always wait to stock up. Like, I will avoid Ulta all summer for this event. So let me show you guys what I got. I did get a lot of new things and a couple just repurchases and favorites that I've been holding out on. Sadly, this promotion's over, but I know Ulta does do a lot of 5 times points multipliers throughout the year. But always remember, if you're waiting for that 10 times points one, it's always in August, and they did 10 times points on select brands. Most things were 10 times, and then everything else was 5 times points, which is still amazing. But yeah, Ulta's always running different offers. I also kind of just wanted to give you guys my first impressions on some of these new things too. So it's kind of a haul in first impressions in one. Alright, so first thing that I picked up, let's get into some makeup. I know I haven't done a makeup video in a minute, but I do want to do like a testing new makeup soon. I have been seeing this all over my YouTube feed. Apparently this is like the best new foundation, and it's actually from Benefit, which kind of surprises me because I feel like they've never had a foundation that has actually like done well. But I've been hearing a lot of good things about this. It's their Professional Smoothing and Blurring Foundation. So I went ahead and tried it, 10 times points. I was like, sure, let's do it. I could feature it in a new makeup video, and I did put it on today. I was actually impressed how thin this was. I actually did like a couple pumps on my hand, and I did not need that much product at all. I only needed like a little bit to cover my entire face. I would say it gave really nice medium, buildable, almost full coverage, but thin, which I really like, and that's kind of the foundations I've been going for these days. So it seems like Benefit finally has a really good foundation that's going to stick here. On the packaging, it says it's supposed to be medium buildable coverage, which agree. Natural matte finish, yes, which I love because I'm oily. 24-hour long wear, still testing the long wear part, but I will update you guys in the description box. Non-comedogenic, which means it does not clog the pores, which is great if you have acne prone skin like myself. And 96% said it visibly smooths texture instantly. I don't know about the smoothing properties, but I definitely really like the coverage and the feel of the foundation so far. Next thing I picked up, this is a repurchase, but I grabbed the Kylie Cosmetics Skin Tint. I do own this and I love it, but the color I have seems to be a bit off, and I really can only wear it when I have a tan. So I got way too dark a color when I first purchased this a while ago, I think like the beginning of this year. So I wanted to get a different color. So this is 2.5N, which I think will work a lot better. But let me tell you, this is a very slept on like skin tint, and it's honestly one of the best ones for oily skin. The coverage, that typical light to medium skin tint, but it is so good because I feel like it lasts all day and it keeps me fairly matte throughout the day, where a lot of other skin tints I feel like get super glowy on me. So I have been impressed with this one, and I really don't try a lot from Kylie because I kind of thought it was like a cash grab, the brand in general, but I'm liking it. I do like this, and I think this is a really excellent skin tint. It's definitely in my top 3 for sure. I need to do like a skin tint video. This one does say blurring, and I would agree that this does blur the skin a little bit. It does say weightless, breathable, light to medium coverage, flexible wear that lasts. Agree, agree, agree. This color is looking a little yellow for a neutral, but I think it's definitely a lot better of a match than my previous one, which was a lot darker. So very excited to finally have this, and a shame that I can wear it a little bit more often, but it has kind of been my go-to skin tint of the summer. I am a big fan of Hourglass, and I saw that they launched eyeshadow quads. So these are definitely pricey, especially for 4 eyeshadows, but I wanted to give them a try because, like I said, I love the brand, and I do like some luxury quads. Like the YSL ones are so good, and I would gladly pay the money for those anytime, over and over. So I wanted to see if these are kind of like that, because lately, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I really haven't been doing too much with my eyeshadow. I kind of just like an easy reach, neutral palette. Just something I can quick do a one and done everyday look with. I know that's kind of the trend in general. But yeah, I just really have not been liking to spend that much time on my makeup. So I've kind of liked these little palettes and I wanted something that was amazing quality. So I picked up the shade Curator, or maybe it's the Curator palettes. Curator or Futurist, which one? I think this is in the shade Futurist. So I got the one that had 2 mattes, 2 shimmers, and it's just kind of like your basic kind of bronzy, neutral, warm tones. So trying out the formula, definitely impressed with the mattes here, like really buttery smooth, love that. Shimmers though, they're a little lackluster if you're looking for glittery, like sparkle shimmers. These really aren't that. These are more, I would say, like smooth metallics. They're not bad at all. They're not chunky. So if you really don't like that chunky shimmer, like very strong glitter, maybe you will like these. But you know me, I just kind of like a little more oomph, a little more pizzazz with my shimmers on my lid. Since I just don't do a lot with it, I want my shimmers to stand out. So I was a little, I would say, disappointed with the shimmers for the price. Like even the YSL Beauty Quads, some of those shimmers are actually very pretty, like especially in the Stora Dolls one. You can get some sparkle with that one. This, not so much. It's definitely just more metallic. You can get a little more pigment using a wet brush or with your fingers. I mean, I know I'll probably get use out of it because obviously it's an easy reach everyday palette. But, you know, I just want a little oomph for the price, especially with the Hourglass. But I know they're more tending to be more of that natural brand, just kind of like effortless, your skin, but make it better, like filter like. So I guess that makes sense for them. I have had these blushes on my wish list. I had to get 2 because I couldn't decide, but these looked so gorgeous from Ilia and I've been waiting to try them. So glad they have Ilia at Ulta now. So I actually ended up getting 2 and I have to say, I do really like them. They perform just as good as I had hoped. Love the packaging. So I got more of a neutral shade here in the shade Glimpse. These are the Soft Focus Blurring Blushes. Beautiful. Let me go ahead and swatch this one. It does have a little bit of a kind of sheer shine to it because it is more of that blurring formula, so it's not just a pure matte. But I actually really like that because I don't wear highlighter, so this kind of gives me just a tiny bit of glow. It's not going to be straight beaming on the face, obviously. This is what it's going to look like, but I just thought this was the perfect neutral pink. I could wear this literally every day. They're natural, but you can build them up to the pigmentation that you want them to be. And I feel like that slight glow does make them very natural and blendable on the cheeks, where you just can't overdo it with these. So very pleased. These are exactly what I've been wanting. Really like those. I'm happy I picked them up. And I also got the shade Closer because this just looked like the ultimate baby doll pink. So I love a baby doll pink blush. Had to try this one. Ooh, that's even more like warm tone pink than I thought in person. Why does this one not feel as nice? That's weird. This one is soft. This one's hard. Why is it doing that? But that's what the pink looks like. I do have a lot of cool tone ones, so it'll be nice to have one that's a little more warm. But yeah, I'm wondering why this color feels different and not quite as soft. I mean, overall on the skin, they look the same, like formula-wise. But it did have a little rougher texture, which is weird. Okay, last makeup item. So Ulta just recently got a bunch of K-beauty brands, which is so exciting. They have Tier now and the brand Fui, which I've been wanting to try some more stuff from. So I know they're famous for their cream blushes, which I have a couple in my collection. I need to use them more, but the first time they were really glowy. So I'm just not sure if I love the cream blushes for me. But I do love this gloss. I am wearing it right now. They're 3D volumizing gloss. I love a thick gloss. I love a thick gloss that makes my lips look nice and big and juicy. The shade in this one is Vanilla. I was hoping it would smell like vanilla, but it smells fruity. But I love the formula. It is that really nice thick gloss, but it's not like sticky. And the thicker the gloss, honestly, the longer it's going to last on the lips and just the more plump that they look. Overall, this color is beautiful. It's almost like a peachy pink in a way. And I love the packaging of this. I think it is so darn cute. But yeah, I'm impressed. I like that this brand is more like mid-tier in pricing, in between drugstore and high-end. And this is good stuff. Like, I would check these glosses out because I really, really like this one. This color is beautiful. Okay, skincare here. I actually got some restocks on some stuff and one new thing. Well, maybe a couple new things. The new thing I tried, this is from Tatcha. I saw this in Ulta, I think it was last month, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna add that to my wish list. So this is the Tatcha Dewy Milk Moisturizer. This is really nice. Like, I put this on the skin. It feels like a nice serum gel consistency. It's nice and thin, but it gave the skin this beautiful glow that was like a glass of fresh milk. It was beautiful. So I really like how this made my skin look. Maybe this would be more something I use in the evening. I'm gonna have to see how it pairs being a more dewy moisturizer with my makeup, because usually I'll just use a skin milk in the morning that's not too glowy. But yeah, I do like this. I think it's a really nice texture. I'm happy I picked it up. It does have that kind of signature Tatcha scent. It almost reminds me of like lavender a little bit. I'm not sure if that's what they're kind of going for, but this is nice for how lightweight it is, especially for someone who didn't really love the dewy cream from them, since that one's a little bit too much. This one seemed like a nice lighter version to still get that yummy milky hydration. Now, speaking of skin milks, I got 2 of these because I just realized I can't live without this. I've been trying so many different skin milks. I tried the cheaper ones, but I always go back to Ilia. Their base face milk, my skin loves this. I swear, when I'm using this as my moisturizer, my skin never has an issue. It never breaks out. It's the clearest of clear, and I've been without this for like a month, and my skin has been reaping the consequences. So I mean, it's not too bad right now, but I definitely have been getting a little more breakouts than usual. So I don't know, this is just magic. It's the perfect skin milk for, I would say, combo oily skin. It doesn't have too much of a glow, and it's that perfect amount of thickness. A lot of the other ones I try, I think are really too thin, and I don't feel like it does much. Like the Tier one, I think it's too thin, as well as the Bioma, too thin for me. In the Road one that everyone raves about is too glowy. So I'm just really picky, I guess, but my skin loves the Ilia, and I always have to have it. So that's why I got 2 of them. Since it was 10 times points, I mean, I'm gonna stock up because I use it every single day. That's usually my morning moisturizer before my makeup. I hate that it is so expensive, but it's truly the best one, honestly, for my skin type. I also got this tried and true product. I just ran out of my La Roche-Posay cleanser. I definitely think this helps with keeping my breakouts at bay. This is a great one for more oily skin. It's just a nice, easy, gentle cleanser. Their purifying one is the one I use, so it's dermatologist tested, safe for sensitive skin. It cleanses, removes excess oil, and I do use the cleansing oil with it, which I also bought during this haul. But this is my go-to cleanser, has been for years. I've probably used up like, I don't know, 10 of these in my lifetime after I switched over. I need to do like an empties video if that is something you guys are interested in. But if you're wondering the cleanser, it's always this for me. I'm boring. I use the same skincare products because my skin freaks out with so many things, so it's just easier for me to stick to what works. So oily skin, really nice cleanser. And like I was saying, my favorite cleansing oil, I like the one from Peach and Lily, and I didn't know they had a jumbo size. So I am about this much left in my current one, but I know I go through this like crazy. I have one in my upstairs and my downstairs bathroom, and it's my favorite cleansing oil. I prefer the oils just because the balms, I feel like with the balms, they are a little too greasy for me. Like, they leave residue on my eyes as a contact lens wearer. I don't always like that blurry feeling I get out of the shower when I use a cleansing balm. Plus, they're just not as hygienic unless you're using a scoop every time, which, to be honest, I'm just lazy sometimes and I don't. So I just feel like having the pump bottle is easy. It's not too greasy on my skin, but it still gets all my makeup off. So I'll go in with this every single night in the shower, and then my La Roche-Posay cleanser. But I love this stuff, so I'm so excited they have a jumbo because that is much needed for me. And yeah, those are literally that's my skincare routine right there, plus adding in that new Tatcha milk. But I've also been looking for a new eye cream, and I do need to find a couple products for fine lines, and I've been thinking if I want to go on a retinol prescription, but at the same time, that stuff does break me out for a bit, and I don't really like that breakout period. So I'm like, I know the Prescription grade is obviously going to be the strongest, but let me know if you guys have tried any moisturizers with retinol or serums that you've noticed a difference, because I would just love to fade some of these fine lines on my forehead. And I was looking for something for eyes as well, and I saw on TikTok a lot of people recommended this eye cream. It's the ROC Line Smoothing Eye Cream, and it was actually pretty affordable, I would say. You can find it on Amazon as well, but this has retinol in the formula. It's supposed to help with dark circles, puffiness, and fine lines. And yeah, since I am getting some of those little deeper set lines, I just want to do anything preventative I can. I've just heard that this is one of the best eye creams, and I'm excited to try that one out, maybe for like an evening eye cream. Okay, and last thing I got was a fragrance. This is the Lake and Sky 1111 Lychee. Honestly, I feel like you could say it both ways. People correct me either way, but I got a little small size of this that they sent over to me and fell in love with this perfume. I was not expecting it, just because I do have both the original 1111 and the vanilla, and the vanilla is really similar to the original. So I did not think this was going to be that different, but I do think it is. I do think it is, and it is so good, you guys, because it reminds me of cotton candy. That's what it smells like. Raspberry, fruity, lychee, cotton candy, like spun sugar. Oh, it is divine. It does still have a little bit of that original 1111 DNA, but oh my gosh, so fruity, sweet, spun sugar. Oh, it is so nice. And 1111 is one of my favorite clean girl kind of scents. It is just beautiful, soft, clean skin. Something is so intoxicating about that scent. I just keep buying every single flanker they come out with, but I do feel like this is different enough, even if you own the original and the vanilla. It is a gorgeous cotton candy scent, so highly recommend. I'm really impressed with this one. I actually do, if you don't want to get it on Ulta, I have a discount code with Lake and Sky, and I think it's like 20% off. It's either 20 or 15, so pretty good discount. I'll leave it in the description box, but I'm really happy with this. So much so that, yeah, I did go out and buy the full size myself after trying the little mini that they sent over. And it's probably gonna make one of my top perfumes of the year. It's so good. So that is everything I picked up at Ulta. I would just film just a classic good old haul. I know you guys like these videos, and I've been waiting for this like event, so now I have a bunch of points to splurge on, and there's been a lot of perfume releases lately, so I do have my eye on a couple more. I did smell the new Juicy Couture, which is beautiful, and it smells like bubblegum, but it's really light, so I'm like, should I, shouldn't I? And also the new Lancome La Vie Belle. It is the most yummiest one they've ever done. I think it's literally called like a vanilla La Vie Belle. So good. So I have my eye on that, plus Valentino's coming out with a new Born in Roma. Ugh, these releases are just non-stop lately. So luckily I have some points to use, and I can use on some fun holiday stuff, so expect some more fun Ulta shopping videos. But yeah, if you're wondering if these point events are worth it, absolutely. I always try to wait for a good sale like this. I know Sephora was doing one today, but thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this haul and my little first impressions on these things. I'll have the products pop up here in YouTube shopping or down below in the description box if you want to shop through my links, but I will let you go and see you in my next video. Bye guys.